Few things are more controversial in politics than abortion, gay marriage, and the newest social issue, transgender rights. Ted Cruz is hammering away at Donald Trump on just those points, accusing the New York businessman of being out of sync with the Republican Party base, especially on abortion, where Trump supports exceptions to the RNC's pro-life platform and took aim at a North Carolina law about transgender bathroom use. Weighing in on this, Cal Thomas, syndicated columnist, author of the best-selling book What Works, and a Fox News contributor. Cal, nice to see you. Thanks for being here.
Delighted.
As we look at Trump's appeal, like him or not, agree with him or not, why is this less than dogmatic conservatism leading him to be the front runner for the GOP nomination?
Well, I love the term, less than dogmatic conservatism. I mean, for decades now, the Republican Party has been on record as favoring life at the beginning, during, and end of life. If you compromise a core principle, then there's no principle left. If Donald Trump wanted to really advance this argument, he would begin at the other end with partial birth abortion and with late abortions, which the public opinion polls show most people want restrictions on. But I see no benefit for him or for the Republican Party if he's going to fight this issue at the other end of life.
So why is he not doing that, in your opinion? Is he an opportunist? Does he have sincere beliefs? Where are you coming down on this?
I think he was asked on this network if he had ever participated in an abortion, and his answer was, next question. I don't think he has any core principles.
New York Times, but go ahead.
Well, I think that he has no core principles, and that's the problem. On one hand, he's for transgender rights in the use of bathrooms. On the other, he thinks it's okay for these laws passed in Mississippi and North Carolina. On one hand, he's pro-choice on abortion for years, contributing to Planned Parenthood. More recently, he's now he's pro-life. He says he's been converted on the issue, but now he has some exceptions. So nobody really knows where he stands on anything, including foreign policy, and he's supposed to make a big speech on that coming up soon.
Well, we'll see if he uses a teleprompter or not. But to your point, when it comes to the issue at least of transgender bathrooms, he said the North Carolina law about that. He says, I'm not really sure about it. Take a listen to what he said and then what Ted Cruz said back.
People go, they use the bathroom that they feel is appropriate. There has been so little trouble, and the problem with what happened in North Carolina is the strife and the economic punishment that they're taking.
Let me ask you, have we gone stark raving nuts? I'm the father of 2 little girls. Here is basic common sense. Grown adult men, strangers, should not be alone in a bathroom with little girls.
Perhaps there's not a lot of folks who would argue that point. Maybe some would. Question, though, is why is Cruz's attacks on these issues, these core evangelical attacks, these core Republican values, if they will, why do they seem to be falling flat and not changing what's happening at the ballot box?
Well, the culture is moving rapidly in one direction, and Republicans are trying to say stop, slow it down, maybe end it altogether. I think Ted Cruz is right. Common sense for most people would say this is crazy. I mean, what are doctors going to do when a child is born now? Instead of say it's a boy, it's a girl, they're going to say, well, we're not exactly sure. Let's wait until they grow up and see what happens. The way out of this, if you want a way out, is to have the third bathroom for anybody who wants to go in it and use it, whether they think they're male, female, or a binary, or whatever they are. That's the way to do it. But, of course, that's not what it's about, Leland. It's about tearing down all of the traditions and values and, yes, even religious beliefs that sustained America for years. You remember Tim Tebow. When he came out, as it were, about his faith, he was mocked on Saturday Night Live. He was told, you should keep your faith private. Now, some of the same people who are saying that are praising Caitlyn Jenner for being out of the closet with her gender transformation. So, you know, take your pick.
It's a world gone mad.
That's what Ted Cruz says. I agree with him.
All right. Well, Cal Thomas, appreciate your insights. Thank you, sir.
Leland.
All right. Good to see you.
Thanks.
Quick programming note. You do not want to miss tonight's special, America's Town Hall. These will be some issues that will be talked about, no doubt. Senator Ted Cruz and Governor John Kasich will join Bill Hemmer, Martha McCallum for a 2-hour voter event in Philadelphia's National Constitution Center just 2 days before the Pennsylvania primary. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, and you can join us on social media. Your questions, your thoughts using the hashtag Fox News Town Hall.